SAFAL, Structured Assessment for Analyzing Learning. Now, this is one of the concepts which focuses on competency-based assessment. CBSE has introduced this assessment pattern for 3 grades. What are those? Class 3, 5 and 8 students would now undergo a competency-based assessment. Now, this has nothing to do with your final grades, the final results. It's just an assessment to understand how well the students have been performing as per their grade levels. So this is based on learning outcomes. Assessment of the core concepts would be done with application of higher order skills and application of the knowledge in the real life situation, not rote learning. So focusing more on applicative aspect is the basis for this concept. For example, a grade 5 student would be asked question in mathematics like, there is a chapati, 6 fractions of it are done. 1/2 of the fractions are given to your friend. How many pieces would you now consume? So out of the 6, 1/2 is given, that is 3 are given, so you would consume 3. So that's a kind of question that has been given in one of the samples under the SAFAL scheme. Now, this assessment would cover what? It would test the core concepts and move away from the rote learning. Assessments would be applicable for government schools as well as private schools. The school level data would be shared, and the sharing of this data would be with the CBSE in order to ensure the learning outcomes, and this data would be monitored for continuous improvement. Now at grade 3, foundational literacy and numeracy are the two things which would be checked. Grade 3 is the pilot project. Then we have grade 5 and grade 8. At grade 5, assessment of language, EVS, mathematics would be done, and at grade 8 it would be language, science, mathematics, both in the English medium as well as the Hindi medium. Now, where this concept originated from? So India actually absorbed this concept from 4 different nations. One is in the Australia, that is a program known as NAPLAN, the National Assessment Program, Literacy and Numeracy, which occurs for grade 3, 5, 7 and 9, and it focuses on competency and proficiency levels. Similarly, in Chile, there is a program SIMS, which is Sistema de Medicon de la Candela de la Educación, which is for grades 4, 8 and 10, and this is has a very good correlation with increasing the ranking of students in the PISA ranking from Chile. The next is from Mexico, engaging Latino communities for education. Grade 3, 4, 5, 6 and 9 have this kind of assessment, and in UK it is known as the key stage exam for grade 2, 6, 9 and 12, and it focuses on competencies in language and mathematics for grade 2 and 6. Now, these are some of the models based on which we have incorporated this SAFAL. The purpose behind incorporation of SAFAL is very simple: to measure the competency of individual schools, identify the areas where academic intervention is needed for which subject in which school, and creating a competency based learning. So this school system platform would include information from KVS, the Navodaya Vidyalayas, the state government, the schools affiliated to CBSE, the government, the private schools, and a complete database compendium would be generated. Now if we compare SAFAL with the board exams and the National Achievement Survey, what is the difference? SAFAL is a census assessment for all students across grade 3, 5 and 8. Boards are for 10th and 12th, and National Achievement Survey is for grade 3, 5, 8 and 10. All of these, CBSE is one of the agencies that conducted. SAFAL is mainly for diagnostic purpose. Board exams are mainly for certification and school leaving certificate purpose, and National Achievement Survey is basically to understand the learning outcome and differentiate people with differential learning capabilities. The SAFAL data, as we said, would be solely used for academic support and informing the community and the parents about the performance of the school as well as the individuals. So this is how the report from the SAFAL would read like. So let's say there would be various bands 1 to 6. For example, the national benchmark for grade 5 is at band 3. Your school average would be identified whether it is above that band mark or below that band mark, and then The individual student's capabilities would be analyzed whether the student meets the grade 5 level, grade 4 level or the grade 3 level based on the scores obtained. So this is how the scores would be read under a SAFAL report. Note again, there is no relation with the final level examinations for SAFAL, but it is just a competency based examination to understand. Now for those who have been part of our paper 1 course, we have 2 new live sessions which are scheduled in the month of August and September. The links and the details for those are available at the description here and the link here. So stay tuned for many more updates for important topics in paper 1. We would be covering many more expected topics for you. Wish you a very good luck.